topic, what will happen to the state of the dead? You see, there are many believe as what happened when a person dies. Some people believe that when a person dies, after 3 days he is risen and he is traveling in the atmosphere. Some believe that when a man dies, that he go immediately to heaven, whether he good or he is bad. And there are a lot of beliefs as it relates to the state of the dead. So this evening we want to spend a few minutes with you and to see what the Bible says. In Job chapter 1, Job chapter 14, the Bible says, man that is born of a woman is a few days and is full of trouble. A man that is born of a woman is a few days and is full of trouble. He says he cometh like a flower, and he is cut down, he fleeth also as the shadow, and continueth not. So Job says, while we live and have our being, Job says we are like the flower, we are like grass. A man is here for a moment, shining in his glory, shining in his beauty. His material things has become his God. He believes that he will be here forever and ever. The Bible says that some even name their land after them. And man believes that because he is wealthy and he have all to sustain his self and his family, he can buy whatever motor vehicle he can buy. He can buy land. He can have the nicest house. He can have the health, pay for his health, to secure him when he's sick, he believed. And so man believed that he's powerful and he's almighty. And some have looked down on their fellow men because of what they possess, because they believe that they will here forever. But Job says, man that is born of a woman is just few days to live. He says, seeing his days are determined, the number of his months are with thee. Thou hast appointed his bound that he cannot pass. So man that is born of a woman, the Bible says that our days are numbered, our months are numbered with God. And as man travail the universe, as men go to and fro in the earth, every second, every minute, every hour, every day, every week, every month, every year, and decade by decade, we are surely going to our grave. We are not here forever, and that's why the Bible says, seek ye the Lord while he may be found, call upon him while he is near. Man is not here to stay forever. The Bible says in Psalms chapter 19, Lord, thou hast been our dwelling place in all generations. Before the mountains were brought forth, or ever thou hast formed the earth and the world, even from everlasting to everlasting, thou art God. So as one generation rises, and before one generation rises, before man was created, God has been our dwelling place. And one generation rises and fall, and another rise, and God still being our dwelling place to all generation. And therefore, that is why it is very important, it is very necessary that we give our lives to God, because he is from everlasting to everlasting. Your great-grandfather was before you and he's passed away. Your grandfather was before you and he passed away. Your father was before you and he passed away. And one by one, as the day moves, as the clock ticks, somebody has passed on. We are not here forever. Says it teaches, the Bible says, from one generation, God has been our dwelling place in our generation. Before the mountains or anything that ever created was created, God was and is before all of us. and he sees as a generation passes one by one. Young man, you will not be here forever. One day you might get old. And based on how society is running today, we have seen that the young people are dying even more than the old people. So what happened to man? Psalm says, teach us to number our days, Psalms 90 verse 12. Teach us to number our days that we may apply our hearts unto wisdom. Job says our days are numbered with God. Moses says in Psalms 90, teach us to number our days that we may apply our hearts unto wisdom. Why? For the days of our years are 60 years and 10, and if by reason of strength they be 80 years, yet is their strength labor and sorrow, for is soon cut off and will fly away. He said, man is like grass. In the morning it groweth up and flourisheth, and in the evening it is cut down and withered away. So what will happen to man when he dies? Is that the final stage of a man? When a man dies, that is it. Many people believe that the only life that we have to live is this life. And after we are seized from this life, that is the end of it. But this evening, Pastor is here to dive deeper, and will let you know what happened to man when he dies. Job says he is just here for a moment. Man that is born of a woman is just here for a short while. Psalms that teach us to number our days. In the book of Job, Job says, man is just here for a short while, and then he is cut off. He says, so man lie down, and rise it not till the heavens be no more. They shall not awake nor be raised out of their sleep. So Job says when man die, he rests till the heavens be no more. He shall not rise until the heavens be no more. The Bible says the heavens shall depart as a scroll, and Jesus Christ with the retinue of angels, with his Father's glory and with his glory and the glory of the angel, will illuminate earth. Earth will be erupted by the inauguration of the coming of Jesus Christ. And they will be coming back for a people. He will be coming back for a people who would have served him, would have made it right with him. So this evening, we're going to let you know what happened to man when he dies. What happened to man when he dies? Is that the final of the existence of man? Will he ever return? Will he ever return from the grave? Or that will be the final destination of man when he dies? What is it that the Bible has to say happened to a man when he dies? Job says he rests in his grave and he riseth not until the heavens be no more. I heard you this afternoon that you need to make your call in an election sure. I was watching on YouTube the great Pele, they call him the King Pele, King of Football. And I listened as they make a documentary for Pele. A little poor boy born in Sao Paulo, Brazil. He was from a privileged family. And he rose to prominence by being achieved a skill in football. And the player is one of the most renowned names in football today. But I listened as they made the documentary about King Pele. That as he played for Santos' club, and then at 16 he played for the Brazil national team, and at age 17 he played his first World Cup. And Pele was able to achieve 3 World Cup trophies. And he make a lot of money. And when you look at the lifestyle of Pele, he have jet plane, he hire jet plane to carry around. These men, he have yacht. He have cars upon cars, beautiful houses. And Pele, as I understood, is the last out of his generation of footballers. Pele lived the longest out of all the footballers from his time. But you know the sad thing about Pele's story? Pele's story started as a poor, impoverished boy. And his story ends where he's no more poor, but he's well established and recognized. But Pele's story did not interject, nor did Jesus introduce into Pele's story. So Pele lived and died at age 82, but his story closed without Jesus. I tell you this afternoon, if your story begins and closes without Jesus, I tell you that you're doomed for life. If your story, all that your story possesses is your achievements and your accolades, if all that is what your story possesses, and there's no Jesus introduced into your story, and it doesn't make Jesus the center of your life, then your life that you live would have been in vain. Because the Bible says, the days of our years are 80 years and 10. And if by reason of strength there be 80 years. And we could have. So this evening, Pastor is here. I'm going to let you know what really happens when a person dies. Is it the end of it? Does he rise in 3 days' time and go to heaven or roam the earth, the spirit? We're going to let the Bible speak as the pastor now take the mic.